I'm Nads and welcome back to my channel. Are you planning to go to Cebu and wondering what Cebu tourist spots you should visit? Surely Cebu has many beautiful sights and you would want to go to all or choose from the best Cebu tourist attractions guide. Find out what and where these places are. So what are the famous tourist spots in Cebu? So let's begin with number 1. We have Cebu Taoist Temple in Beverly Hills Subdivision, Cebu City. The Chinese Taoist community built this Chinese-style architecture temple in 1972. The temple has become popular because of its artistic structures. Even non-believers of the Taoist religion pay visit to the place. From there, you can see the striking view of the city and even the Mactan Island. And of course, for the Taoists, this is the ideal place to pray or meditate. Federico Soriano Adarna built this temple in 2012. The temple is a symbol of his undying love for his wife of 53 years, Leah Villa Albino Adarna. The temple has 24 chambers including a museum, an art gallery, and a library. Moreover, this place has Leah's favorite and personal belongings. In addition, Greek and Roman architectures are the inspiration of the temple. Statues of gigantic lions as well as a grand staircase with brass angels are decors of this Taj Mahal of Cebu. When there is like experience in the Netherlands, thus the tourist attraction is commonly called the Little Amsterdam. The array of celosia flowers in flaring red, purple, yellow, orange make it Amsterdam. They put up windows and the cool wind complement the scenic view. Hence, this gives the guests the unique touristy feel. Moving to the northern island of Mactan, you can visit the 10,000 Roses of Cebu. This magnificent spot, which is in Dayas, Barangay Road, Cordova, Cebu, has gone viral on social media. The 10,000 artificial LED powered roses surround this 13 roses coffee and more. Most guests prefer to go there during dusk to see the beautiful sunset while the roses lit up at night. Moreover, the owner of the coffee, who is also an interior designer, intended to create romantic ambience for couples. Going south, you could climb the Osmeña Peak of the Cebu in Mantalongon, Dalaget. Standing at 1,013 meters above the sea level, Osmeña Peak is the highest point in the entire island. Limestone that have sharp protruding peaks, which are perfect for taking pictures, make up these hills. The peak is a part of Mantalongon mountain range that stretches as far as the municipality of Bajan. It is considered a twin to Bohol Chocolate Hills. Further, the main activities here are hiking and camping. Most hikers prefer two hiking trails. The first one begins in Bajan, passing by Kawasan Falls. On the other hand, the other one is in the town of Dumanho, which is culminates in Barangay Leong. In addition, when you trek going to the top of the mountain, don't forget to bring your water. Still in the south of Cebu is the breathtaking Kawasan Falls in Bajan Municipality. Some hikers from Osmeña Peak traverse to Kawasan Falls after camping, but you can just go directly to Kawasan via Barili. Kawasan Falls is the 3-stage cascade of clear turquoise water from the mountain spring of the Mantalongon mountain range. The waterfall is a pearl of the Philippines, one of the most popular tourist spots in Cebu South is Kawasan Canyoneering. The canyoneering adventure starts at Canlaon River downstream going to Kawasan Falls. Local accredited guides accompany all tourists and facilitate the activities such as walking, jumping, swimming, climbing, and abseiling through the streams. Pescador Island is a canyon streak, few kilometers off the coast of Mualbual in the south of Cebu Island.
It is one of the best diving spots in Cebu. Its island reef is a sandy slope covered with soft coral from 15 to 10 meters or 15 to 35 feet. Further, it is a wall covered with hard corals dropping down to about 14 meters to 130 feet. In that wall are tons of different species of colorful sea creatures including sharks. Better to prepare the underwater camera to capture its beautiful corals and different marine species. Another main tourist attraction that is getting popular in this location is the sardine run. You can swim with millions of sardines, which is totally amazing. Therefore, brace yourself to experience the magnificent beauty of the underwater. On the other side of the island is where you can experience swimming with the Oslobe whale shark, locally known as the Tuki. Oslobe municipality is known for old churches and beautiful beaches, but become more popular because of the gentle giant, the whale shark. Local fishermen would interact with the whale shark by feeding them until the large number of tourists began to arrive in Oslobe to see the whale shark being fed. As a result, these tourists snorkel or dive with the whale shark. Oslobe whale shark watching is one of the top in the bucket list of the tourists who visit Cebu because of the rare experience. Whenever you have a close encounter with the whale shark, it is not allowed to touch them. Few kilometers away from the whale shark attraction is the Tumalog Falls. It is also situated in the municipality of Oslobe. Local call this body of water the Oslobe Falls or Mag-Ambak Falls. Oslobe Falls is a curtain-like waterfalls that covers the entire cliff with cold and clear water. Most embrace the rock of the cliff which filter the water and gives a curtain effect. It is one of a kind and definitely stunning. This has become one of many favorite Cebu tourist spots. Still in Oslobe is the small but picturesque island of Sumilon, where you can appreciate the sandbar. With its clear azure waters and pristine white sand, Sumilon Island sandbar is very popular. It may make a photogenic and memorizing tropical paradise that lures all types of travelers. BLUEWATER resort on the island. Spending the night in the island is not allowed unless you are checked in at Sumilon BLUEWATER Island Resort. But not to worry, they provide day trip tours which include lunch and activities such as snorkeling, hiking, fishing, paddling, and many more. Cebu nga southern town of Cebu lie the prestigious Simala Church. Simala Church stretches its grandiose arm as if to welcome religious people all over the globe. The design is inspired from the European cathedrals. Not only is the place magnificent in structure, but this also reveals a culture that is deeply seated among Cebuanos, the essence of Roman Catholicism. Monks who are devoted to the Virgin Mary reside in this church. Believers frequent the huge statue of the Virgin Mary since many consider it miraculous. Also, the multitude of Mary's dress various cultural themes and tourist visitors. King of Spain Charles I chose navigator Ferdinand Magellan to look for the Spice Island. In doing so, Magellan was able to cross the globe and eventually landed in the Philippines in 1521. Specifically, he made his death in Cebu on March 15, 1521. Magellan presented Christianity to Cebuano and most of them embraced the religion. In this site is where Magellan planted the cross which symbolized Christianity. On April 21, 1521, an encasement protect the original Magellan's cross. Just right beside the Magellan cross is the oldest Christian church of the Philippines. Fray Andres de Ordanita and Fray Diego de Herrera founded Basilica del Sto Niño in 1565. Ferdinand Magellan's Santo Niño, which is the Holy Child Jesus statue, is in this church. The Santo Niño, when he converted Cebu, Raha Humabon and his wife to Christianity on April 14, 1521. The See of the Rome labeled this church as the mother and head of all churches in the Philippines. Colon Street is the oldest street in the country. Spanish colonizer Miguel Lopez de Legazpi established the street in 1565. He named the street after Christopher Columbus, who was actually Cristobal Colon. Lies in Colon Street is the monument portraying Cebu major historic event. The heritage of Cebu monument is in Parian Plaza. Cebuano artist Eduardo Castillo structured the monument using brass, concrete, steel, and bronze. The sculpting began in July 1997 and completed in December 2000. No need to go farther. Right across the Heritage of Cebu Monument is the Sandiego Ancestral House. This ancestral house is one of the oldest houses in the Philippines, built during Spanish era between 1675. Fort San Pedro is the oldest fort in the Philippines. Fort San Pedro, Spanish leader General Miguel Lopez de Legazpi commanded the building of this fort. De Legazpi thought to use it against Muslim warriors. However, as time passed by, other colonizers had used it for other reasons. When American occupied Cebu, their soldiers used this as their residence. Also, Americans educate Cebuanos in this fort. Further, during Japanese colonization, Japanese also used the fort as a barrack, a prisoner, and a hospital. 4 blocks from Fort San Pedro is Sugbo Museo. This is a large museum because it used to be Cebu Provincial Jail. Domingo de Escondrelas designed it in 1869. During Spanish occupation, they served as prison for Filipino captivates. However, during American period, Americans placed their horses here as stables for horse racing. Also, during Japanese time, Japanese imprisoned Filipino opponent in this place.